Okay. Hello everyone. I'm a little late with this, but here are the 21 best music videos of 2020. I'm not using a lens today, so hopefully it's going to look good. If not, well, oh well, because I'm not doing it again. Anyway, now, first let's start with the honorable mentions. Max, Chocolate, GOT7, Not by the Moon, Everglow, Dun Dun, Twice, I Can't Stop Me, ITZY, Wannabe. Okay, now, with the real list, the best K-pop music videos. Now, number 21, ATEEZ Black Cat, because it was hype as heck. And I like the creepy aesthetic. That's it. That's my only reason for liking it. Number 20, Stray Kids Are In. Number 18, Day 6, Don't Be. Okay, here I come. Now, I related to this song. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did. Especially since last year and earlier this year, I was doing a job that I just really didn't like. As fun as first, but after a while, I really did feel like I was a zombie. I wasn't really in my life. Like, they would make us work like 6 days a week for 10 hours. Like, It's my first job, so I have no idea if this is normal or not, but to be frank, I felt like they were slave driving me. And when I come home, I would always be so tired. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't have the energy. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to do anything. I was put on YouTube videos and sleep through half of them, not really watching it. It was horrible. I hated it. Those days when I even felt like crying. Because I was like, I really don't want to go there. Anyway, number 17 is the tie between Blackpink and Max for Lovesick Girls and All That Love. Now, why are they tied on the 70th spot? Well, it's because they're both telling us very similar. They have a similar concept. It's about love. Now, on Blackpink's side, they're talking about how we're basically meant to be alone to a certain degree. And some of us, for example me, I'm not really looking for anyone. I don't really have a strong desire to be with anyone majority of the time. But part of my brain, like, subconsciously, I keep looking for love. I keep keeping my eye open for someone who could potentially end up being someone I could kill for. Like, for example, I go, oh man, why is it so freaking hot outside? For example, let's say I go to a source. Because it's, well, I'm Kristen. It's been a long Yeah, it's been a really long time since I last entered Souls because the last one was that I wasn't really liking the dynamic or how anyone the people were wanting things, so I just left it. This just felt very vain to me. Like they weren't really in it for God. They was just in it to let me scream louder than the other person next to me. I bet I can sing better than you. It felt like that type of stuff, so I was like, I'm out. But anyway, I'm acting. So I go to the source. Now, my intention is not to look for a potential future husband. I just went there to praise God and then leave. But as I'm about to go, some random guy walks up to me just to say hi. Because, I'm new, so he wanted to introduce himself. And I'm thinking, oh, he's kind of cute. And then the little words, maybe he's the one, pops into my head for a few seconds before I push it away. It's kind of like that. Even if you don't want to fall in love, you're still instinctively looking for it to a certain degree because your brain is just programmed that way. As for Max's music video, well, it kind of like the aftermath of breaking up with someone. Like, in everything you do, you can't help but notice their absence. Like, for example, you go to have lunch, and this is typically the part where you call them up and ask them, hey, do you want to have lunch together? But then you remember, oh, we're not together anymore, so. Yeah. Maybe you go downstairs and you notice a vase full of dead roses. You think, oh yeah, that's the last thing he gave me before we broke up. That type of thing. Like, you notice it. You're just starting. And now you get so used to this person being in your life. They were a big part of it. And now all of a sudden, they're not anymore. And you have to readjust to the way you were before meeting them. I took way too long to explain the black painting. Okay, anyway. Spot number 16. 80s. Inception. Basically, I just feel like the dreamlike universe they made for this video. Like, he's stuck in a dream, and I think he's like trying to find himself within this dream. I think that was what happening. I didn't 100% understand the storyline, but that's my theory. For oversimplifying it for you. Now, number 15, twice more. Or is it more and more? Anyway, I feel a lot of people didn't really like it, saying there was too much bright flashing colors going on and it made them dizzy. I personally loved it. I thought the music video was perfect just the way it is. I wouldn't change a thing. Also, I noticed that a lot of girl groups seems to be doing like eat bite into the apple thing this year. Yeah. Number 14. Dreamcatcher. Scream. Okay. The living world it would seem that kind words were forgotten. I have difficulty remembering what exactly is said in the beginning of the video. But the point is, I think this overall storyline message is everybody keeps attacking this person. But online or in person, the points the walls are always bad. They're basically bullying her. And it hurts her. Which is why she keeps saying, I don't want to scream. But then in the end, she says the line to, I just want to make you scream. But she could take it two ways. One, it could be that they beat her down so low that her sadness turns to anger, and now she wants to beat everybody else down or to make herself feel better. Or the second option, she rose above it. She stopped caring what everybody else was saying about her. It just went on with her life. Just being happy. And all those people, horrible people, are now angry because they're not getting the reaction they want from her, which is causing them to scream out even louder. But she's like, I don't care. I'm going for the latter. Because, coincidentally, the number 13 spot is Boca, also by Dreamcatcher. In case you don't know, Boca is Spanish for mouth. Now, I think they're trying to get rid of all the negative words by just making everybody mute. I know it sounds crazy, but listen. Because of a particular line, even if it hurts you. So they're not taking out just negative words, they're taking all the words away. So people can't hurt each other anymore. Now, though things aren't necessarily going right because of this, the answer they chose. These are like kind of falling apart. Or at least that's how I took it. I could be very wrong. Now number 12. Desiree and not 100. I don't really know how to pronounce this group's name, so forgive me. ONEUS, ONEUS, ONEUS. To be or not to be. Basically, I think the storyline here is these boys are immortal and they want to stop being immortal, and the only way to do that maybe is by taking that necklace that's in the museum. I think that's what was going on there. Number 11. Blackpink, How You Like That. Basically, I just love that freaking song. Even I was singing along to it. Even the Korean words. Even though the only Korean words I knew what actually meant is Handu Se, the numbers. But whatever, I was singing along. And I love how this video was very Greek mythology inspired. It kind of reminds me of Kill This Love. Remember that they blew up a statue of Aphrodite, the love goddess? Oh, and that part would say, they're out your boss, bitch. Am I the only one who thought she said, bring out the red carpet? That's what I thought she said. Am I the only one who heard that? Anyway, number 19, Criminal by Taemin. Well, I love how every image went perfectly with the lyrics. Like the whole I can't breathe. They saw him with like a plastic bag over him. he said he feels goosebumps on the black one next to him. You see, like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it was moving. And that part when they closed in on his face and he said, "Destroy me more." This boy is always making girls thirsty with every music video he throws out there. Okay, number 10. Shadow by Suga. Now, the concept is basically very similar to RM's Persona. There's two different sides of Suga here. Abby is one who's perfectly happy with where he is today. He only wants to go higher. He wants to keep going and going. But the other side of Suga is hesitant, because he's seeing all the bad things that come with it. Okay, he doesn't necessarily want to quit, but he is being scared. And so these two sides end up clashing at times, which is normal. Because this isn't something only celebrities experience. This is something we're all going to experience no matter what we choose to do with our lives. There is always going to be a part of you. Well, this specifically only going to happen. You choose something you love. Like, there's always going to be a part of you that loves it, but then they see another part of you that sees all the negative stuff that comes with it. And they're like, you know, this is starting to get kind of scary. Could we, like, not do this? Like, could we cut it out? Try something else? And the other half is like, set up. We've been working hard with this. We're not stopping now. And that's always going to happen. It doesn't mean you don't love what you're doing. It's just something we humans naturally feel. Now, number 9, Winners, Come Back Home. Now, this comes before To Be or Not To Be. Okay, I think the storyline is there's a war between humans and vampires. And our boys, they were turned to vampires against their will, but somehow they managed to hold on to their humanity. So they're still fighting on the human side. And the little boy we see becomes king in the end. That's my theory. Okay, so. Number 8. It's another group whose name I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Epan. Basically the new big hit boy group. This is the first music video, Given Taken. So the storyline seems to be pretty obvious. There's these orphans boys being experimented on in the middle of nowhere on a deserted desert place, and the experiment resulted in them becoming these vampire-like creatures, and that's all there is to it. I did so much better in my practice. 7. Dream Castles, Rose Blue. Now here, all the girls except one are trapped in like nightmares. They've been Sleeping Beauty stuff. And one of the girls she's surrounded by girls, and I hear everybody in the comments, like laughing, being like, haha, everybody else having a nightmare. This girl, yeah, I'm rest. No, I think I'm missing it. I think her nightmare specifically means she's worried that people only see her as an object. They don't see her as a human. But anyway, so the one girl comes into all the dreams with this magical gun thing, and she shoots them with it, which makes them wake up. And she ends up trapped in her own nightmare. And she tries to use that gun on herself, but it's empty. She can't save herself. So basically, she sacrificed herself to save everybody else. Now, I don't know if that particular video is related to Scream or Boca in any way. If it is, I would love it if somebody explained to me how it connects. Is Scream her nightmare? Maybe? And Boca could be all the girls trying to wake her up? Okay, number 6. Yoae Bon Voyage. Now, this is her first solo album. And we got it. See this beautiful thing right here. Now, this is the first time I bought somebody's debut album right off the bat. I just couldn't wait. Basically, I love her music video. It has a fantasy fairy tale theme going on. I love that. I don't think there's a real storyline going on in it. It's just about a bunch of pretty episodes. Dogio, excuse me. Number 5. Auguste Dasita. Which is basically them playing the Here Comes the King music for the townspeople so that they could bow down immediately and avoid getting their heads chopped off for being disrespectful. Okay, this music video I think has like basically the same concept as Shadow. 2 different sides of sugar. Number 4, BTS Black Swan. I think everybody loves this song, right? Everything about it is beautiful. The imagery, the whole shadow dancing about, even if they're staying still. Also, I was looking at the place that we were like, this looks familiar.